we get into this habit, into this feeling where we sometimes feel as if we have to compare ourselves to others, what they are doing, what they've done, what they've accomplished, where they are in life. Tiny little compare and contrast voice starts to in your head. Here's what you need to do to sort of get around it. Stick around, I'll see you inside. This is Wisdom Nuggets by DWiL, your go-to for mindfulness, meditation, personal development, self-actualization, and much more. Come for the fun, stay for the ease. All are welcome. Hi guys, I hope everybody is feeling well, feeling blessed, super light, happy today, and if not, then you're at least on your way. I just wanted to share some thoughts that came to me, well, earlier this week. So I woke up the other morning and I wasn't feeling that great. Actually, I was on the verge of anger, dare I say. And because I've been doing this work for a long time, I recognized exactly where I was and what was happening to me. Stick around till the end because I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to work my way out of this feeling and these emotions and start to feel better. So like I said, I woke up the other morning and I was feeling really, really awful. Why? Because in my dream, actually in my deep sleep, coming out of my dream, I had these compare and contrast feelings and scenarios that were taking place, and it did not make me feel very, very good. And I think that this is something maybe that we can all relate to. We get into this habit, into this feeling where we sometimes feel as if we have to compare ourselves to others, what they are doing, what they've done, what they've accomplished, where they are in life. The truth is, we don't know where people are in life. We only know what's going on with us. And what I know to be true for myself and what I teach my clients and my students is this: there is no set time, space, path for any of us in terms of a path that we know ahead of time and the way it's going to unfold. So we're all just out here winging it. You could look at somebody's life and think, oh gosh, they really have it together and they have it going on, and in 2 seconds that all shifts for that person, maybe even for the better, maybe for the worse. You just never know. And so focus more on your life and building a sense of stability within your own self and within your own achievements and the things that you are already doing, and see how that works out for you in terms of feeling this need to compare and to contrast yourself to somebody else. Because here's what happens when we start to compare and contrast ourselves to others. We actually give our power away. We start looking at everything external as opposed to looking at what's really going on within us internally. And we know that we can only fix things from an internal perspective and have them reflected externally. So when we compare and we contrast ourselves to others, we're actually operating outside of our power. So it behooves us to really try to shift the focus back internally. And when we do that, what we allow ourselves to do is we commit to giving ourselves back the power that we need to be able to create the life, the things that we want. We start to focus more innately on our journey and in feeling better. And when we feel better, we can do better. Incidentally, if you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up or hit the like button. Give me a subscribe and share this out. Share it out like candy if it's something that you connect with. So back to what I was saying, this is another thing to consider. Compare and contrast, once you start to go down that rabbit hole, and it is a rabbit hole, know that for sure, coupled with that, almost as a byproduct, or maybe even just it's a part of it, is jealousy. And we know that when we are feeling jealousy, what's happening is that we are comparing ourselves to someone else. We want what someone else has. Then there's also the aspect that, we're looking at ourselves and thinking of ourselves as inadequate or unworthy, or there's just feelings of, I think, a lot of self-deprecation that's involved with the sentiment of jealousy that is connected to comparison. None of which are good feelings, none of which are high energy, high vibrational feelings, all of which breed a certain level of insecurity or maybe even superiority or inferiority, depending on which way you are casting your comparison. And jealousy, as I said, being a byproduct. So I didn't want that to be the the way that I was thinking about my day. I didn't want that to be the way that I was moving throughout my day. The thing is, comparison is really the thief of joy. And I love my joy. I don't know about you, but I certainly love my joy. And I feel like you would love your joy too, and you want to keep your joy. And so comparing yourself to somebody else when you don't know the entire picture, you don't have the entire picture, is probably the worst thing that you can do for yourself and your self-esteem in general. You know, when we are comparing and we're contrasting ourselves within this jealousy sphere, what's happening is it's not that you exactly want what they, or rather another person, has. When you think about it, it's that you want the feeling that they are receiving from what they have. So whether it is a certain kind of job and you see them thriving in this job, see their excitement and their joy and their elevation, that is what you want. You want to feel that way within your stream. And so if you think about comparison in that regard, if you think about the feeling that you believe that they are receiving, and understand that this is a feeling that you can receive yourself. And I think that once you do that, something in your brain will shift and you will start to feel a little bit more ease and a little better with everything. Another thing to note about being in a comparative or contrasting space or state is that it is a vibration of lack. It is the vibration of lack. And we know that when we are in lack, what we do is we signal to the universe that we don't have. And when we are in that space and state, then we attract more lack to us and more not having. So this is another reason to try to nip your comparisons in the bud. And how do you do that? You can make a list of positive things that you are currently working on, maybe projects that you're working on, or maybe just the fact that you got up today and that you were able to smile or you were able to walk. Just little things like that. Start to make note of them and start to appreciate the fact that you can do them. And you'll see how fast and how quickly your vibration shifts, how your energy shifts into a feeling of more positivity about yourself and towards yourself. And you'll see how things start to change in your life for the better. Because ultimately what you're doing is you're practicing gratitude, and you can't be in gratitude and comparison at the same time. So obviously this is something that I think can be helpful. You can let me know if it is helpful for you. Leave me a comment below. I also wanted to share with you an exercise when you are in this compare and contrast space. Something that you can use to help you practically. I sort of notice where I'm feeling a sense of whatever the emotion is, whether it's a frustration, an anger, a resentment towards a thing or a person or maybe an event that took place. I close my eyes and I sort of scan my body and feel where I'm feeling this emotion and see if you can acknowledge it. So say hello to it. Say hi anger, hi resentment, hi fear, hi whatever it is, and then start to breathe. Take deep breaths into that area. So maybe it's your stomach, maybe it's the back of your neck, wherever it is. Just see if you can imagine your breath inhaling and exhaling into that part of your body. And just notice how you feel. You should feel a sense of a little bit more space, maybe a little bit more ease, and not so much focus on the negativity that's associated with the comparison, if that makes sense. Then I repeated the exercise with more of a personal touch, acknowledging my emotions by name. Hello, comparative Dan. That's what I called her. When I acknowledged my name, then I decided that I was going to thank her for, just showing up and for the role that they play in your life. Whatever it is, just thank it for being there and for being present, because always when we have these kind of emotions, they want to be acknowledged. And I found that when I started appreciating comparative self, is really what I call it, she started to retreat and I started to feel like so much lighter and so much better. That's my little lesson and my nugget for you today. I hope it's helpful to you. I'm sending you tons of love and light and blessings. I hope to see you again here soon. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment below. Comment the word maybe comparison or compare and contrast, or tell me if you can relate to this. I know that I answer every one of your comments and I appreciate them because they really help me out a lot on here on YouTube. So much love to you, much light, much blessings. Till we meet again. Ciao. If you're looking for help with your self-love, self-actualization, or maybe even your self-confidence journey, contact me about the course Step Into Your Greatness. DM me, email me about how we could possibly work together. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please leave me a comment down below and hit the bell notification as well as the subscribe button so you can know the next time that I post. Love to see you again.